Hello to you if you're in quarantine. I just wanted to give you a quick video update. Number one, we miss you in class and I hope things are going okay at home. And number two, I just had to update our plans because we didn't get where I thought we'd get this week. And I just wanted to make sure it was kind of clear to you. So if you look back, I've deleted some things. So if you were working ahead, that's fine. You'll be just great. But if you're kind of on pace, I just wanted to show you. Number one, I kind of cleaned this up about the essential questions because there were some emails shot to me. So essentially what you're doing there is just trying to think of like what would be good questions during this unit for our class to consider when it comes to violence and school shootings. So that's not specific to your book. Hopefully that helps clear that up just a little bit. If you can work on that, that's great. And if not, at the very least, look at the example of like what's being asked for in an essential question, because we'll do that throughout the year. Okay. Let me catch you up then. What we did in class and what I kind of like bumped things around here is we read this poem to kind of kick things off called Letter Beginning, with two lines from Czeslaw Milosz. And it's a pretty like heavy poem about violence and the randomness of violence. And so we read and kind of talked through that together. So I think it's worth reading. I'm glad to answer questions if there's something in it that you don't find clear. And then we just responded in our writing notebook. And so this should take you to the slide that has a couple of quick questions, but I think it's actually slide 2. So I'm going to fix that while I'm looking at it right now. And so it'll just ask you a couple of quick questions about what you think and what stood out to you within that poem. And as you think about this topic of violence and school shootings, like where you hope this unit goes. That took us a while to talk about that in class and work through it. And so that's why we're a little bit behind. Okay. We did that in the essential questions on our first day. So I'm just kind of bumping things around so that we're roughly on par with each other. And then we tried to work to wrap up the Unit 1 writing reflections, which I think we've started in every bell. Every bell's in a slightly different spot. So wherever you are, I think that's the other worthy goal this week. Kind of wrap that up and get that submitted. So if you've got your book and you've started, you've read this poem, kind of done some thinking about the topic of violence, I think you'll be in a good place when you return, okay? If you've looked at the book sheet, all that's trying to do is explain, like, here's what we're going to try to reflect on at the end of our time reading in Unit 2. So it gives you a space to set up a reading schedule so you can kind of know where to be. For example, by Monday, it gives you a place to set a goal for your reading. It also, again, I'm not having you annotate or take quizzes, so it's just a way to say at the end, we are going to reflect on a couple of things. That way, if it helps you to look while you're reading, you can look while you read. And if you'd rather wait till the end and think about it, you can do that as well. Okay. So that's where I think that we are. Like I said, if you have questions, though, don't hesitate to shoot me a note or reach out on Schoology, whatever's best for you. Or if there's a part of class you want it to be part of, I'm glad to Zoom you in somehow, and it will not be hard. We can make it work. So I hope you guys are doing great, and we look forward to getting to see you back in class again.